Alright, I think we're up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today I'm going to run a Copa Airlines flight 335 from Bogota to Panama. They just finished this flight in the real world actually, and they did this in an hour and 50 minutes. So we're going to see just how close we can come to that. Aircraft's pretty much cold and dark. I just got in here with all the paperwork, so let's get going. I finally remembered to grease these rails. Alright, DC battery selected to bat. DC battery switches on guarded. Standby power is auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gears down. We've got 3 green and 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar is set to test. Master caution reset. And fault in op test. And overheat fire. Okay, ground power is available. Let's get on ground. And AC selected to ground power. Let's get set for unconditioned air. Oh, you know what? Let me give you the CDU. And let's have a look here. Alright, so we have ground and we have air hooked up here. Okay, so that's good. So we are set for unconditioned air. Galley power is on. Let's align the IRSs. And emergency exit lights are on. Trim air. Let's just cycle that switch. AC temp is fine. Let's enter our present position. And let me have that chart. And SKBO. And you can see the coordinates that are in the database for that airport. And we're going to take from the GPS now. And you can see they pretty much match up with what's in there. So that's looking pretty good. Alright, let's get some brake pressure in here. Set the brakes. I give them the position lights. And our flaps are up, and showing up. Okay, that takes care of the originator. Leading edge devices test. Service at the phone's off. Reverses are extinguished. EEC switches are unguarded. Crew oxygen is 12,000. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder test. And Mach speed test 1 and 2. Stall warning, a little too early for that. We'll come back. 3 green on landing gear. PSEU is out, and we'll check our oxygen flow is good. Lights test.
Good morning, it's Canada 71110.
Alright, that looks good. Alright, flight controls A and B are unguarded. All inner flaps are off guarded. Spoilers A and B are unguarded. Yaw damper is on. VHF now is normal. IRS is normal. FMC is normal. Source selector is auto. Control panel set to normal. Fuel temperature is fine. Cross feed check. We're good. AC/DC panel is set. Equipment cooling supply and exhaust is normal. Emergency exit lights are on. No smoke and seatbelt sign is on. Window heat. And let's run the overheat test. TAT test. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. And let's get that hydraulic pump off. Electric hydraulic pumps 2 and 1 are off. 3 entranceways are open. Test on the flight data recorder. Pressurization panel is zeroed out. Temperature back there is fine. And let's reset the master caution. Overheat test. Very good. We're set for unconditioned air. Today's ride is 360. Alright. Okay, let's check the outflow valve.
Flight plan route, far runway 05, squawk 6302.
Alright, we're going to use the right igniter today, and our lights are good. Alright, let's do ATIS clearance and then program the flight management computer. So ATIS is 127.8.
Dash 5 at 5. Visibility 6.
Let's have a peek at that.
Broken at 3500 feet. Temperature 20. Dew point 8.
Alright, 5, 6, broken.
10600 feet.
Temperature's 20, and we're looking at 1024.
Departing runways 14 right, 32 right, 32
Yeah, we're using 14 right on the way out.
Dorado International.
See, and they didn't give us information. Oh, they did. Information Papa? Information Papa. I missed that.
145 at 5. Visibility 6. Sky
Alright, that all looks good.
3500 feet.
Alright.
Temperature 20. Dew point 8. QNH 10.
Alright, clearance is 121.6.
106.
Clearance, Des Moines, 934 PGP 120 Romeo, 107. Des 934 107, PGP correct, data central, concentration 122.
El Dorado clearance, Copa 335. Looking for IFR clearance to Panama as filed. We have Papa.
Give me just a minute.
I tried bringing the gate out, but the gate didn't want to work down here, so I got the stairs out for this ride. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. Sometimes they don't reach the aircraft.
335, information Papa is current. Clear to Tocumen via the Tobacco 1 Sierra departure. Then as filed. Departure runway 14 right. Initial climb to 12, 2000. Departure on 119er, decimal 65, squawk 2452.
Clear to Tocumen via the Topkis 1 Sierra departure, then as filed. Departure runway is 14 right, initial climb to 12,000, departure on 119.65, squawk 2452 for Copa 335. Alright, so we're cleared up to 12.
Copa 335, reflex correct.
And 2452.
121.8.
121.8. Alright, let's get that up. Alright, ATIS clearance, let's program the flight management computer. I think my wife just came in. Alright, let's... And we're heading to MPTO. MPTO. And CMP 0335. Oh, I guess you don't want me. Alright, that's all looking pretty good. And we have the Topkis 1S. Oh, let me give you that. You can... And that's the 1S. 1S. To Vasil. On the arrival, we have the Soko. Right, that was the Soko. Right, and we're coming from Saigon. I don't want that. And I can't erase it. Let's go back. Didn't screw up that, did it? It did. One S, 14 right. I'll go to, and that's going to be Saigon, right? And we're doing 21 right. And they don't have that here. Look at that. Alright, we'll have to switch that out then. And we'll take a look at that. It's not what I want though. It's not what they just ran in the real world. Let's have a look at that. 14R908 SOA 426 537 548 450 Topki, and then okay, VA, right? No. Right, and PULOX. And then Saigon. Right. Soko into Bobud. Bobud looks right. Bobud. And I'm going to do this the way they just did it in the real world. Let me give you... Oh, load data sheet. Let me give you that. Right, and that should take us to Bobud, right? Which should be right there. Alright, now I want that. Right.
Goedemiddag, KM 702 is time for 2 park at Lima with information Charlie, local iPhone flight request enregistreren tussen Tilburg en
Hey, oh, wait a minute. Before that. TC-110. You see where that is? That behind us. Alright, and OTAD, oh, that's you. That's what I want. Don't want that. TC-150. Don't want that. Alright. TC-150. Oh, 151 actually.
Delta Golf, Bravo Alpha, dat is niet goedemorgen. Goedemorgen, Delta Golf Alpha, dames en heren, toe en jullie hebben even een vraag voor je ziet. Dat vader van local airline Delta Bravo Alpha, wat je staat ook in de toe, dus vooral met de information Bravo,
149. 146, 145. One 144, 143. Right. And I want you. So we're gonna dump that. See if I can put this in. Right, yes. You're not gonna let me put it in, it's not in the database. Alright. You're not gonna let me clear that either, are you? Oh, you're not gonna let me clear that either. What did you just do with my stuff here? Why did you just erase all that? I don't know why it just did that. Right. Oh, I want you there. Alright, 45, 44. 143. Leave that just like that. Leave that just like that. I don't know why it's not in the database. Right, that looks good to me. We're gonna keep that just like that. I don't know why 21 is not in the database. 21, right, should be in there. That's what I want. Why didn't you give me that before? Why didn't you give me that before? Tell me there was not available. Johnny? What's here? 145, 43. All right, let's take 146. I don't know why it said it wasn't there before. Show just the one runway. Tell you, MS 2020's got some weird quirks unless it's coming from PMDG. That was very strange. Not there, then all of a sudden it's there. Soko, Boba, and then we're on our way around, right? 21, and then on the mist, right? Very good. Okay, that's good now. That was painful. Hey, Jackson, how's it going? That was painful. All right, that's in. Let's get our weight, fuel, and all that stuff. Let me give you this. Give you the payload. Let me give you load data sheet again. Let me look at the same thing here. Go back and look at the video. Maybe I did something wrong there. I don't know, but it looked okay to me. All right, so our zero fuel weight's going to be 134.6. That will distribute the weight for us. And the fuel, give me 16.5. Okay, so 134.6. What's our final reserve going to be? This ride. 57.18, so 5.8. Cost index, the CI is 35. We're at flight level 360. Let's get our cruise winds. .248 at 19. And the OAT is already in. We're not going to derate the engines. Right, so the CG is 25.7. This is going to be a flaps 5 takeoff. We don't have any slope on 14, but the winds are .050 at 5. And we don't have a slope. So trim is 472. Engine out is going to be $148. All right, let's get our descent forecast in here. Since we're down here already, we're looking at 1010. Okay, on the local pressure and top of descent. What are we looking at here? Top of descent, we're looking at 12. All right. Yeah. And 20,000, 15,000, and 10,000. All right, let's go grab that now. 102 at 27. 095 at 13. 068 at 12. That looks pretty good. All right, let's have one more peek here. All right, so we have no discounts. Let's take a look at some charts now real quick. All right, that's in. Let's take a look at the way out. And what do we have? The 1S, right? All right. Let's have a look at these restrictions. And we're looking at 908. 205 would be the max speed above 11. That's in. And then we have Sosha. And that is between 12 and 17. That's good. 426 is above 14. 537 is above 18. 548 is above 19. 450 is above 19. And top key is above 19. And then we're on our way to Vasil. Right. All right, that looks pretty good. And the way in, oh, that's already done. Right, and Isoko, let me just make sure those are in here. Isoko below 250, 17. Isgul 8 below 250 and 230 at 41 at Bobud. That looks pretty good now.
Roger will give way to the meters in front of us. There's also one runway 1 and
8 down to 41. Tabu. Let's make Otabu 5,000.
United 127, one at the tower, 118, bye-bye.
150 is a max of 210. Alright. 3,900. And, oops. 3,700. Could put in 151 as well, but they're right on top of one another. 46 is 2,900. 144. And our speed needs to be below 165. That's good. Okay, so that's looking good now. Alright, I'm happy with that. And that's all done. Let's get the pedestal done now. Let me have, what do we have? 14, all right. If I have to come back, this is already done for me. Oh, God. I'm going to spin my fingers off now. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. What are we looking at? 252. 83.
Hold short of lane 3. Turn right, Foxtrot, and hold short lane 3.
Alright, that looks good. 135.
Runway 43 exchange, runway to tower, 118.6 today. Also 118, runway.
Alright, that all looks pretty good. So if we gotta come back, that's set. 121.8. His ground tower's 118.1. Now, they did give us a departure frequency, did they? Yes, 119.65. And center's going to be 128. 60. Alright, so pedestal is good. Alright, I'll take you, terrain, position, data, airport. Okay, I'm on the master, you're on the slave. You can have weather, station, airport data, and position. Engine out is a $148, and we're cleared up to 12. Our initial heading is going to be 135. Alright, that all looking good. Nose wheel steering is normal. Got it. Our panels. Let's take a look at that. Let me have you. And auto flight test 1 and 2. Alright, primary flight display. Artificial rising is level. Ground speed 045 on the speed tape. V1 is 144, 148. V2. We've got a heading of 135, decision height of 252. If we got to come back, 1024 is the local pressure, and we're cleared up to 12. I've got terrain on the nav display, and let's get you set for 1024 on the standby. N1 is set, auto speed reference is auto, fuel flow reset, rejected takeoff is set. Alright, and let's... Okay, let's check the bottles. And we got a clean board. It's good. And let's check TCAS. That test should be done. And let's check the stall warning test 1 and 2. Alright, that's all looking pretty good. Alright, let's get the ground proximity done. We've got no fuel in the center tank. We'll be backing out on our own power, as usual. Oops, fat fingers.
You better call your company to update your target also time.
And we've got 14 right on the way out. Alright, in the meantime, let's take a look at some doors here. Let's get that front door closed. And let's get rid of those stairs. I will take progress there. Alright, we're waiting on the APU. Let me just hit that real quick with some brake pressure. Alright, APU up yet? Nope, not yet. Alright, let's get on APU, confirm with the AC selector. We'll give it a minute before we switch over. Let's remove those chocks. Alright, and AC and ground power is being disconnected. Chocks have been removed, the doors are buttoned up. We're pretty much good to get on out of here. All right, let's just say that's a minute instead of sitting around here doing nothing. All right, so that's pretty good. And the doors are buttoned up. We're ready to get on out of here. And we're on ground. El Dorado ground, Copa 335. Good morning. We're at gate 1, ready for push and start with Papa.
Copa 335, El Dorado ground, push and start approved. Stay southwest.
All right, we're good for push and start. We're going to back out on our own power, so let's get that going. Let's get our packs off. Pressure's good. Anti-collision lights coming on. We're going to start number 2. And again, I'm not going to hold this stuff because my shoulder's bugging me, but we'll just keep an eye out for a hot start. But I haven't seen PMDG actually have one ever, so not worried about that.
Mermaid 6294, for Nana, please.
Mermaid 6249, report start up, monitor 51.75, making from 0265.
Perfect, we set the bottom and then we'll monitor it on 121.
All right, number 2 is stable. Gen 2, confirm. Isolation is closed. Right back to auto. Pressure's good. We're starting number 1.
We're at the 1676, taxi on Fox Road and inner to Alpha 2. Fox Road, inner to Alpha 2, Delta 167.
Hope you're having a good day there, Jackson.
This is an aggressive wind. 1-4, heavy, and Charlie 57 with PDG, and information on Caviar. Risk 1-4 is fully ready, Charlie 57.
I just hope this battery holds out. That's what gives you the charts and the load data sheet and all that stuff. So, battery's not fully charged, so I'm hoping it lasts this ride. This ride's about 2 hours. All right, that's stable. Gen 1, okay, we're good here. Yeah, off. All right, let's push back. Yeah, seats the glides in the rise. Nice now. I hit it with some aluminum spray. All right, let's hit the brake. Give me flaps, give me taxi, your TA, your auto, and let's have you. All right, we are good. El Dorado ground, good morning, Copa 335 at gate 1, ready for taxi to runway 14 right.
Copa 335, taxi to runway 14 right via Foxtrot Papa, Kilo, Hotel 2, Kilo, Kilo 2. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready for departure.
Clear to taxi to runway 14 right via Foxtrot Papa, Kilo, Hotel 2, Kilo, Kilo 2, contact tower on 118.1 when ready for departure, Copa 335. Alright, let's see if we're getting transmissions on that frequency, and we are good to go. Alright, let's head on out. Foxtrot, Papa. Papa's going to straight across over to Kilo. So we got a left on Papa. No markings here, but this should be a Papa. We're on Foxtrot already. Pretty smooth now. Graphics seem pretty smooth. Alright, Papa to Kilo. And we got a right on Kilo. Hey, 777, how's it going? Hope you're having a good one. I'm having a pretty good day. This is what I like to see. Nice butter smooth, man. No stutters, no flickers. This is what we like to see. Alright, we got a right on Kilo. No markings, but this should be Kilo. Kilo all the way down. So we're in Colombia. Airport looks rather nice. I've been to this airport a couple of times, but I think in X-plane for the most part. Not sure if I've ever been to Panama's, what's that? Comumen? Something like that. Alright, we got this all the way down to Kilo 2. Would be nice if I can figure out a way to use this laptop with Duet over wireless. If I could figure that out, then I could have this plugged in all the time. Then I wouldn't have to worry about the battery. So Copa Airlines did this ride in an hour and 50 minutes. They just landed not that long ago. And that ride was 451 miles. I'm going to see just how close we come to that. They were at flight level 360, so we're going to do the same run. So far, it's looking nice and smooth. I really haven't noticed flickers anywhere. And I've got window 3 up in the front, so if I get any, that's something I'm going to have to try and figure out. But so far, so good. And we have top key 1S. All right.
Okay,
1S on the way out. Oh, really? At work, yeah? Beautifully smooth so far. I had to go back to a couple of airports. I was getting some flickers and see if maybe do a little taxiing around and see if those flickers are still in existence over there. Winds aren't that bad. See the wind sock.
X-ray, Mike Charlie Echo, wind calm, clear takeoff runway 23. X-ray, Mike Charlie Echo.
I guess this airport hasn't been updated yet. This is 14, right? And we've already switched over. Yes, yes. El Dorado Tower, good morning. Copa 335, holding short runway 14 right, ready for departure.
Copa 335, El Dorado Tower, runway 14 right, winds 115 and 3, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Copa 335. Let's have a quick peek. Attendant notification is complete. Exterior lights are good. Engine start selectors to continuous. Auto throttle is armed. Transponders TARA auto parking brake release, and we're out of here.
Fokker 3405, exit Delta 2, cross runway 24 right. April 10, 529 Tower, good evening. Traffic landing on runway 24 right, open short of your runway. Contact.
All right, 40%.
Check remarks, and we are clear for takeoff, runway 28, departure.
Stable. Toga. Press set. Airspeed's active. Check. Throttle hold. We're stable through 80. A little bit of flicker going on there. Quite a few flickers there. Gear up. Well, gotta look at that. Does it clear out at 400 feet? Yeah, look at that. As soon as we hit 400, it's golden again. I think it's something in their programming.
Copa 3216, Delta 2, cross runway 24 right. Delta 2, cross 24 right, number 1. Copa 335, contact departure on 119.65.
Contact departure 119.65, Copa 335. Good day. Departure Copa 335 with you. Climber through 10,000 for 12,000. Inbound 908. And that's 10. And let them know.
Go to departure, radar contact, climb to flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Copa 335. And we're trimmed out. You can have it. Looks a little strange down there. Where'd all my vegetation go? Unless there is none down there? Interesting. I guess maybe that's the way it looks. Looks a little barren down there. All right, flaps 1. All right, 908, we should have 15-1. 15-1 on the fuel, right on the money. And we'll have 9-3 when we get in. 267. Flaps up. All right, and up comes the speed now. All right, we're at 12 now. We need to be between 12 and 17, so. And so 14.9, 14.9 on the fuel. So a pretty good ride so far. A little bit of flicker on the way out. Don't know what that's all about. Wow, that looks great. That mountain just drops off. Climb flight level 300, Copa 335. All right, why aren't you climbing here, Johnny? I don't know why she stopped climbing there all of a sudden. But she looks good now. All right, we're at 13,000 and change. Need to be above 14 at 426. And we're 14,000 right now. 14,100, passing over 426, so we're looking pretty good. That's a nice view. And we can let him run around now.
There's 150 to discussion, contact tower 1. 487, thank you. Thanks, yep. Record 3531, descend to 3,000, cleared off approach 248.
N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, all that's looking just fine. Vibrations just fine. Climb flight level 340, Copa 335. 340. That almost puts us at cruise. So we're at 17,000 now. We need to be above 18 at 537, which we should be easy. And let's switch on over and we'll run through the whole setup. And autopilot's engaged, 10 notifications complete, cabin pressurization and temperature, we're going to monitor that. Engine bleeds are on, pack switches to auto, APU is off, exterior lights as needed. We are good. Engine start selectors as needed, they're off, auto brake selector is off, landing gears up and off, and we're set for standard pressure. And we're going to 355. 14.2, 14.2. Fuel's right on the money. 90 miles top of climb. We got 415 to go to Panama. Pretty cool ride so far. Just a minor issue on the climb out. Easily correctable, and she's fine now, so nothing really to complain about. And at 458, 14 on the fuel. We're at 14 right now. So we're at 20,600, so we're above 19. Climb flight level 360, Copa 335. So that clears us up to cruise now.
Approach 3531, contact tower,
330. 13.9, right on the money.
Copa 3350, contact Bogota Center on our 123.7.
Contact Bogota Center on 123.7, Copa 335. Good day. Bogota Center, Copa 335, with you, climbing through 22,004 for flight level 360, inbound top key.
Copa 335, Bogota Center identified, hola.
Hola. And our transmissions are now gone, right? Let's switch on over. And we're going to 304. 13.7, 13.7 on the fuel. We're inbound vessel. Right. Yep. Okay, so we're inbound vessel. Another 28 miles to go, and that puts us at the end of the SID out of Bogota, Colombia. And we're well on our way into Panama. So we've got 70 miles top of climb, 393 to go. We left the gate 23 minutes ago and entered the runway 11 minutes ago. All in all, pretty cool ride. Pressure's good, temperature's fine. N1, N2, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, EGT, that's all looking beautiful. I think PMDG hit another one right out of the ballpark. Nice ride. All right, so we're off that chart. That's not a moving map display there. And as you can see, we get on this chart right here. At Vaso, we'll pick up the airway. Oh, 03. And you should be coming into range. What? You got stuff? All right, I'll give you a hand. Yeah, I'll be right there. We're just about getting up to cruise. Well, actually, we've already been cleared up to cruise, so go help my wife move some stuff out of the car. She just got back from shopping. I will be right back. Enjoy the view. You got it.
There's 2384 heading on center right to 1 direct to Bingo. Canada 406 knots, and every day possible 330. Charlie, traffic off the direction for usually 12.5 miles. Person travel is time for below 5 MRT. Roger, and Africa Hotel, traffic display. Don't call for Romeo, off the direction traffic in your level is 12.5 miles out of your phone. Traffic is probably one more right next to the flight. Hey Jackson, and we have time for Waterloo. Got a lot of area. Charlie Tower, service standard for Charlie, send you over frequency. Good, I'll start with us. Congestion, sorry, say that again, sir? I've got the traffic, that's up to the phone right now. Congestion, go to Golf Office, some traffic taxi inside. Suddenly left, 11 o'clock, and about 5 miles. Center Golf, a little bit over. So are you with the traffic? Looking for it. Okay. And go big off with the traffic. Go big off traffic. Okay, injection, and you want to stay on the lake shore, or you want to go check Waterloo, you'll be 2,000 with the alarm.
I should have grabbed a drink when I was out. I'm sure my wife will be in with my meds soon. Wow, man, that slide's so nice now. I had some aluminum spray. I had to spray the rails, man. They were barely budging the other day. I kept forgetting to do it. So I wrote myself a note. And I still forgot to do it until I looked at the thing and it said, spray the rails. All right, we're on the airway. What are we looking at here? Oh, let's get caught up. All right, we're inbound Pullocks. Pullocks, we should have 12.2 or 12.8. 9.2 when we get in. Got another 54 miles to top of climb. 3:55 to go to Panama. We left the gate 28 minutes ago. Entered the runway 16. And so far, beautiful ride. No complaints. Only bad thing about spraying that, I wiped out as much as I could off of where it kind of leaked out, and now I got to watch where I walk because I got some of that aluminum spray on my feet, and that stuff is real slippery, man. You fall on your backside in a heartbeat. I don't wear shoes, very rare. I don't go anywhere, so. Remember the last time I put on sneakers, man, it felt like I was wearing ankle weights. That's how long it's been. Pretty good ride. And you know what? I'll take weather now. You can have terrain. What do we got out there? Anything going on? Weather looked pretty good in Panama. Nothing out there for at least 160 miles. Very nice. Oh. What are we cruising at here? And we're going to bump that up to Mach 0.8. They got us cruising at Mach 0.78. We're going to kick it up to 8. Push it a little bit. We're not paying for the fuel. And that should be in range now. And that should be 19. Johnny, you're a little behind the time. Pullocks. 12.2, 12.5. 25 miles top of climb now. Temperature's good. Pressure's fine. We're climbing up beautifully.
We are currently 3,500, about 5 to the northwest of Pilsenberg, en route to city center, reflecting the fire from Colin, increment contact. Actually, my contact was 4371. 4371, increment contact. Actually, my contact identified 3,500 North BPO, similar to 299 increment contact. Actually, my sponsor changed my frequency now 1197. 1197, next to my contact.
That one mountain peak there looks a little weird. There's one right there that just looks a little strange. Don't know if the camera's picking that up. Might not be. Other than that, doesn't look too bad down there. All right, what do we have? Pullocks coming up. 12.2. We're 12.2 on the fuel right now. 9.2 when we get in. 3:20 to go. 18, 17 miles top of climb.
So who's going to be a front call truck? Call Yankee LP report. Yankee LP report. Call Yankee LP report for 172, just emergency shot, third word, 3,700 feet, kilometers, 5,500. Other 50 roads,
Be nice to get 3 rides in today. There's nothing planned on the agenda. My wife is inside watching the Hallmark Channel. So I might have a real good day flying today. Yeah, there's a few peaks out there that don't look right. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 of them look a little strange. Don't know if you can see it right down in there. Looks a little weird. All right, we're coming up on cruise. Next up is a $150. That should be coming into range right now. Yeah, it's a weird looking peak. It's like the clouds are getting a little thicker in front of us. Not picking up anything on the weather though. Alright, so we're at top of climb, so we're at flight level 360, so we're at 36,000 feet. That's 35 minutes since we left the gate, 23 minutes since we left the runway. We've got 303 miles to go to Panama with 145 miles to top of descent. And we should have 9.2 on the fuel when we get in. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantities, all looking good. Pressure's nice, and the temperature's comfortable. So this is a beautiful ride. What's, oh, medication, yeah. Time for my medication. Oh, hey, Tony, how's it going? Oregon. Oh, you're on the other side of the states. Yeah, I'm in Boca Raton, Florida. Yeah, you're pretty much just about as far from me as you can get in the States, just about. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, I'll take them right now. Let me go take my medication. I'll be right back. Not there. That medication that I really don't like didn't hit me all that hard today. A couple of coughs, that was it. Oh yeah, looks like we're getting some overcast down there. Something building up down there. Not showing any rain in the area though. Didn't see anything when I did the weather, setting up this ride. All in all, pretty good run. Hey, Alex, how's it going? You must have snuck in here when I stepped out. Oh, you're in Washington State, huh? Yeah, you're a ways away from me as well. Oh, Miami. Yeah, it's about an hour for me. I'm in Boca Raton, Florida. 441 in Clintmore is probably the closest intersections that are by me. All right, we're moving along nicely. Oh, that's a nice view. Yeah, it's starting to thicken up. And when do we get on that chart on the back end here? Let's take a look. Panama. And we had what? Sokoto. Signan, right? Signan. Oh, we'll be on that chart in another 106 miles. We'll be on that arrival chart. All right. And we've got 108 miles top of descent, 266 to go. 40 minutes since we left the gate now. 28 minutes since we entered the runway. Pretty cool ride so far, though. Yeah, Boca's starting to build up, man. They're building down here like crazy. Farmland is disappearing, and multi-million-dollar houses are going up around here. And Thomas Farms used to be right around the corner from us. They just sold out not that long ago. There's all new $3-4 million homes going in there. Man, that means more traffic though. But it's still not as bad as it was in New York. So rush hour down here is a breeze compared to rush hour in New York. Rush hour in New York on the BQE, man, you'd be doing stop and go. Stop and go, stop and go. 2 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour. Down here, rush hour is doing 35. That's nothing. That's a piece of cake to do. Yeah, we're starting to get a white blanket out there. No, I took them. They're gone. Yep. I took my meds. No, I don't want anything. I'll make something in a little while. My wife's making a hero for lunch. I'll make one later. Oh, hey, Jimmy. How's it going? Welcome aboard. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to get a flight in at least one a day if I can. Sometimes doctors and tests and real world life stuff gets in the way, but I try though. I find this relaxing, especially when I come in here at night, 1, 2 in the morning if I can't sleep. If my breathing's keeping me up, or my restless leg, or my back or something. Come in here at 2 in the morning, do a nighttime ride, and just chill. Oh, thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. All right, that should be 16, actually, and that should be coming into view. What are we looking at now? About 80 miles now. Yeah, 82 miles top of descent. So as soon as we start our descent, we should be on that arrival chart into Panama. So, yeah, 80 miles top of descent, 238 to go. And let's see if they're on. Let's see if they're on. Oh, they are. Good. So Copa Airlines did this flight in the real world in 1 hour and 50 minutes. So we left the gate 44 minutes ago. entered the runway 32, so we still have a little ways to go. Still 230 miles to go. And it looks like the weather's starting to thicken up a little bit out there. Hopefully we have a decent view on the way in. Oh, thanks, Jimmy. The flight deck was made by Flightdeck Solutions, a Canadian company. I purchased this, got to be about 10 years now. This flight deck, I think, has been in operation about 10 years now. And I really didn't have to change much. Changed a couple of encoders in here. I changed the controller board and encoders in the flight deck and the throttle quad and added some backlighting because I wanted some lights. Didn't have to do it, but I figured I was going to take it apart anyway. But that's it. Everything else is just the way it was 10 years ago, well, with the exception of some flight illusion gauges that were added not that long ago. Other than that, that's basically it. This is Flightdeck Solutions and Flight Illusions gauges for the entire setup. This I pre-ordered from them. This was, I had a lead time of about 6 to 8 months. So this came in sections when it arrived. The pedestal was already pre-built. Throttle quad was pre-built. The front MIP, the glass shield, was pre-built, sitting on the deck with the yoke and rudder pedals already attached. So, same thing with the aft overhead. This was one piece already pre-built, and the aft overhead was pre-built. Then we just had to piece the deck together because I'm about 2.5 feet off the ground, 3 feet off the ground. We had to piece and bolt the deck together. This was just 5 pieces, and then just build the deck around it with the overheads. Took a week. It was me, it was Steve, one of the co-owners of Flightdeck Solutions, their IT guy, and a friend of mine, Mr. G, who has a flight deck just like this in his house. So, took a week to do once it got here. And it takes up my 2-car garage. So my wife's car is actually parked out on the driveway. And to keep everything nice in here, being that I'm in Florida, I got a separate AC unit, a split AC unit in here, and a dehumidifier that runs 24/7. So it's nice and comfortable in here. I keep it at 76, only because of my breathing. I can't get it too cool in here, or else it bothers my breathing. So, but it works. Might be a little warm for the computers, but it works. Still not seeing any rain out there, but it is building up. It is building up out there. And that should be coming into range now. And at Saigon, we should have 10-4. We're at 10-8, 9-2 when we get in, holding that. Just over 200 miles to go, 201. 43 miles, top of descent. And we'll be on that chart in about 40 miles. That's pretty wild, actually, down there. I'm looking at some of these smaller, puffy clouds that are very light. They're actually drifting across the screen, and they're slowly just like fading into nothing as they're disappearing. It's pretty cool. They're just fading away, and then some of them are building up into some of the bigger ones. They just get lost right into them. Pretty cool. I never noticed that before. I mean, I noticed them moving, but I never noticed them actually dissipating. That's interesting. All right, we should be coming into Panama's airspace shortly. Now, hopefully they're going to give us runway 21 right on the way in, which is what they used, being that the FMC didn't want to give us that runway the first go-around. That was very strange. It only showed the one runway for the arrival. And then after I put it in manually, most of it, I went back in, and it popped up. So, go figure. Alright, that should be coming into range now, and we're about 20 miles out of that chart, I believe. Let's get on that chart. And we had the Soko 2. Oh, wrong one. And we're gonna... should show up on the bottom there. Wow, you quit your job, really? Wow, I remember when I did that once a long time ago. Told my job to take this, shove it. That felt so good, man. Scary moment, though, after leaving, going like, uh-oh, I got to go find something now, because I didn't have anything lined up. I remember that. But, man, he was just an evil individual. Evil man, boy. All right, what do we got? Top of descent coming at 15. Let's get them back in their seats. And we're on 127.2. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, Borgata Center, Copa 335. Looking for the Soko arrival into runway 21 right. Let's see if they're going to give us that. That should be coming into range now. And at Sigum, we should have 10-4. Yeah, hola too. And who? Oh, we got switched over. Medland Center, Copa 335. Requesting the Soko approach. Let's see if they'll give us that. And that can stay up, actually. Soko on 10-4, 10-4, 9-2. You're out of your mind. I'm on it right now. All right, you're out. Approach not available. In your dreams, sweetheart. We're on it right now. I'm sure you can see that on your chart. We're on that right now. All right, well, we're going to head in with the charts anyway. And I'll take the terrain back. You can have the weather. There was really nothing out there to look at anyway. Saigon. And we're good down. That's above 17. We're good down to 17. And what are we? And Isoko down to you. Hey, that all looks good. In the meantime, let me have you.
Expect Jet 501, contact
You.
2492, so long.
2492,
130. 4. Yeah, that's right. 251. Miss 3100 crack. 215. Alright, what do we have in here? 215. And we're holding. Okay. That looks good. That's already in. And that's already done. Alright, we're on our way down here. 55 minutes from the gate, 43 minutes from the runway, and we've got 145 miles to go.
Air Canada 452, center, hello, flying flight level 270, potentially a little bit of light chop ahead.
Okay, flight level 270.
Yeah, I had a little bit of leeway when I did it too, but definitely a scary thing, man.
Jet 276, contact center 135.6, so long.
Alright, so we need to be above 17 at a SOCO of 250 knots. That's in there, so that's fine. And then 8,000. We need to be below 8 at Izgol.
Almazon 1 Heavy, center, good afternoon. Proceed direct to Bubac on course.
This is a rather nice ride. So we're below that overcast layer now. So maybe we'll have a decent view because there's still 2 more layers of clouds down there. Hopefully we're going to get through and have a decent view in.
Air Canada 452, winner, he descends flight level 240.
And you can get set as well. Right, that's in, that's in, that's in, and the pressure was 1009 on the pressure.
I'm sorry, say again? We're assuming good ride, smooth ride? Air Canada 412, the last aircraft that has gone through at flight level 350, 390, said a little bit of light chop. Haven't had anyone go through recently at flight level 330, so hopefully it'll be good for you, let me know.
Okay, we'll do it. Hunter 330, Canada 412.
Beautiful ride.
Air Canada 412, proceed direct to Miglow on course.
Miglow on course, Air Canada 412.
That should be coming into view. 17.
Air Canada 692, come check it out. Indian flight level 310.
No, I'm good. I'll probably have some after this ride, though. My wife just opened up a bag of Lay's potato chips, but they're they have the Funyun flavor. Oh my Lord, are they good!
United 807, contact center 124, 6 12467 United 807 headed.
All right, we're hitting 25.2 on our way down to 17. And at ISGO, we need to be below 8 and down to 40, above 41. So yeah, we're good all the way down to 41 after this. Matter of fact, let's see if she's going to obey this. She blew it once, and then she was fine. So let's see if she follows the FMC. That's an hour since we left the gate now. 48 minutes since we entered the runway. We still have 113 miles to go. They did this ride in an hour and 50 minutes, so we'll see just how close we can come to that.
Delta 1153, center flight 137 during identified ship start clear that shortly free. Okay. Mary 1792, center ground change, flight level 350. Flight level 350.
Yeah. All right, speed's coming down now. That should be coming into range. That should be 16. And Isoko, we should have 10 on the fuel. We've got 10-1. 9-2 when we get in. We got 103 miles to go. We need to be above 17,000 at Isoko. And right now we're 21-1 descending. So we're looking pretty good. And we are slowing to 250 knots. Very nice. Take a look at that. We might even be able to go straight. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can go to Bopud. Bopud. All right, we're 19.3 descending. We need to be above 17 at Isoko, so probably going to pass Isoko 17,000 on the head. And we can go to local. And we're coming up on 18, so let's have a peek. Bleed air panel is set to auto. Pressurization panel. Landing altitude is in, yes. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. And flight instruments and radios are set. Altimeter local QNH is in. Recall. We got a clean board. And what are we coming in at? 149. We're coming into the buck 49. Oh yeah. We hoofing it. Alright, we're 17,500. She just slowed her descent to meet this restriction, so very nice. And we're going 321. Well, the wind 322. Oh, it doesn't look that bad down there. We might have a decent view. I thought it was going to be a little worse than that. Fuel is right on the money. 84 miles to go. Oil temperature, pressure, quantity, all that looking good. We're coming down beautifully, and the temperature is fine. Yeah, I like those thumbs up, reality trailers. Oh yeah. We like those thumbs up. We don't, well, I guess we could. It really doesn't matter either way. And what are we looking at here? Oh, they didn't pass us over yet, did they? They should have. Let's see if that's on. Nobody's on. All right. Let's see if you're on. I had a few flickers on the way out, but they weren't as bad. Still trying to figure that out. Very strange. I guess they're not on. All right. Let's just put you in then. Are you on? Not yet. Okay. We'll continue. And we're going to slow to 230 knots above 41. Yes. Yes. We got an airstrip right down there on that island right there. You can see. Oh, you might not be able to see it. Nothing but trees and an airstrip. Couple of houses at the edge of the water. That's it. Maybe 3 or 4 roads you can see. Cool. And what are we on that one there? Coming in from Isumi. And we're coming in from Otaka. Right. Yep.
American 1488, restrict Syracuse. I think that might keep you away from some weather just north of your current track. American 1488, descent flight level 270. 270, American 1488. American 1488, contact 12577.
That's the nice view out that right window. The islands look pretty cool. More than likely after I have dinner, but that depends on what we're doing. I think we're going to order something. So I hope we just order pizza, because then it really doesn't matter. To me anyway. But that depends on dinner. But I'm definitely going to get at least one more ride in here tonight, if I don't get two more in. Alright, we're 250. We're going to be slowing at 230 here after Isgul. And we're coming up on 10 now. And let's have a peek. Exterior lights, check, set. Engine start select is continuous, and I'm already set up on terrain. So, and how about we do that? Let's just go from Iskil to Otaga. We'll take the shortcut. We'll take the shortcut. Oh, that bottom section is not to scale, so we're not going to pop on that chart until we're inbound 151. Can even put that one in. And we'll make that 200 at 39. Done. And we're going at 010. Yeah, we have one place that we found here, Dominic's. It's in the mall. Makes really good square pizzas. Reminds me of the square pies we used to get back at home. This is seeing squares. Hoping I could talk my wife into that for dinner. All right, we're 37 miles out. And we need to be Otadu at 5,000, right? Yep. And let's do, how about we do that? We'll slow to 220. And even you wanted, yeah, we'll make that a deuce as well. About we do that. Yeah, I like that. There's a couple of places that have like really great cheese on their pizza, but their sauce is just lousy. So I get their pies with no sauce, and then I put my sauce right on top, and then I put it in the toaster oven when I get it here. That's the best I found up until we found Dominic's. Now their square pies are just great. So if we order from them, we'll order 2 square pies, and then we'll just put them in the baggies and freeze them. And then I've got snacks for at night when I can't sleep, you know. Yeah, the square pie reminds me of when I worked in a bakery up in Brooklyn, Policio's, in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. And every Sunday we used to make like a half a dozen square pies, and it reminds me of those pies. The bread, it's nice and light. Oh, finally found a good pizza place for squares. And then we go to Abit's for New Haven style, for the burnt one. Haven't found a good football round pie yet. Even Dominic's round pie with their sauce, their square pies are great, their round pies not so much. So and Otadu, we should have 9.6 on the fuel. We're 9.6. 9.4 when we get in, another 24 miles. Luigi. Yeah, they make pizza and video games. All right, Otatu, we need to be at 5,000. We're 5,200 descending. And we're another mile out. Pretty good. 151, 3,900 at, well, we're going at 200 knots, not 210. Max is 210. So. And we can continue. Right, let's do. What are we holding at here? 31? We're holding at 31, right? Yeah. Ah, we just popped on that chart now. That's a nice view. Out that right window. Too bad we're not making a right-hand turn in. My head's going to be in the way. All right, let's start slowing up here. Let's enjoy the view. Give me 1 on the flaps. Let's start slowing down. I put our speed in. Oh, we're coming in at $148. All right. Down a knot. And we're going at 353. Fuel 95, 95, 94 when we get in. So fuel's not going to be a problem. That's a pretty cool view. Oh, load a lot. Yeah, lost a lot of business. Yeah, that kind of stinks. Would be nice if we got a White Castle down here. That I miss from New York. Would love to have a White Castle down here. Give me 5 on the flaps. So let's continue to slow down. Speed check. Yeah, getting some flickers there again now and here. Maybe they're associated with the clouds. Got to see if I can try and figure it out. See, now they're gone. I don't know. They just come and go out of nowhere. Unless it's their service. Maybe it's the service. Oh, with Tom Cruise. Yeah, I remember that movie. And 294.
Jordan 8264, ahead of your position by 70 miles. I have a report from a 737 of continuous light jump.
Give me 10.
Thank you.
That's a pretty cool view. And they didn't want us to come this way, man. I don't know why. This is a nice approach. Granted, the turns are left on my side, but I'm getting a few flickers here. Don't like that at all. And what are we doing on a mist? 215 on a mist, and we're holding at 31. Yeah. You know what? How about I take it the rest of the way? I said we're holding at 31. And our heading is going to be 215 on a mist. Yes. Right, give me the gear. My bird. I've got control. Give me 15 on the flaps. Speed check, and we're going to slow all the way down here. Going to slow. Oh, I got the airport and the runway. Let's slow all the way down here. We're a little high. Be 25. Oh yeah, look at that flicker. All right, we don't need that anymore. Let me have you and you. And we have gate 108, so we're pretty much right at 03 left, right at the end there. Give me up and give me that. Yeah, look at those flickers, man. I gotta fix that. That is so annoying. Ruins the entire ride. Alright, lights, engine start selectors, auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. What do we have here? 10 notification complete, speed brakes on, landing gears down, 3 green, flaps all set for landing. Yeah, the right window's up. Oh, it is Saturday. I wonder if their servers are getting slammed. One of the reasons why I don't like this online garbage. If all this data was on my computer, I wouldn't be having this. I don't need photogrammetry, so the rest of that stuff I can store. It's one of the reasons why I don't want 2024. I don't want to have to dictate my flying time around their server load. Maybe on the weekends I may have to do X-plane rides, being that the servers get slammed on the weekends. I mean, we're really looking at nothing out here, and I'm getting flickers. Continue. It's not really drawing anything, and I'm getting flickers. Prepare for landing. See if we can get off here at Tango. You can go to TA test.
Radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Air Canada 416, been on the low console 330. That's 330 at 416. And I got main on board 4074 is final with 270. On board 4074 local.
Alright, we got a taxi around to 108 now. So we'll take Lemur on down. I don't know why they didn't want to give us that approach. That was a pretty cool ride. Alright, we got Lima. Oh, we gotta go all the way around. Lima to Gulf to hotel. And that's what, 114, runway to runway. So we're definitely early this ride. APU is up. Let's get on APU bleed. And let's kill number 2. And let's have a peek. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. APU is up and running. Your dampers off. Window heat switches are off. Probe heat switches are off. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Auto brake is off. Speed brake is down. Flaps are up. Transponders TA auto. And weather radar is set to test. And that is electric. Next is hydraulic. And we're good enough for APU. Hope you enjoyed today's ride. I'm going to definitely get another one in after I have something to eat. But I think I'm going to take a quick look at these stutters here again. Not sure why they happen, other than maybe server demand on their end, which is nothing I can do about that. Unfortunately. Boy, these airports look so terrible. I'll tell you, that's one thing where they're lacking. I mean, I get it. They want to make their money selling airports, but that looks ridiculous. There's a flight simulator, man. You need to have gates at airports, even your default ones. That's a big letdown in Microsoft. And that's hydraulic, very good.
Air Canada 456, direct Canada concourse.
You direct Canada 456.
108 should be right in the corner.
I've had no complaints. 330 is available. Trying to get off the plane. Let's put our request at 330.
Yeah, more flickers. On the way out, it wasn't too bad, I don't think. Better get out here and get that little piece of grass there, Johnny. Alright, we gotta come around to the other side. We're on the other side of the building. Yeah, I guess this is not one of their high-end airports, huh? Alright, and we got a left on Juliet. And we're just on the other side of the building, right in the corner. Gotta love it. No markings over here at all. I mean, maybe you could put a little bit of an effort into your airports there, Sobo. Jesus, look at this. You would think I was in a mall somewhere, and this is just a parking lot. Well, our gate's supposed to be right here in the corner, 108, so I guess we can park wherever we want. And let's kill that taxi light. And we were like right in the corner of the building. Yeah, look at those flickers, look nasty. Come on, Microsoft, you got to give up more stuff for your servers, pal. I know it's not on my end. My connection speed is 0.17 milliseconds on the ping. And I've got 950 and change on the up and down, so it ain't me. Alrighty then, let them run around. Any collision and... Alright, let's get to the menu here. Ground services, set the chocks. Give me ground power. Send for air conditioning. Hit the doors. We won't open that up till the stairs get there. Alright, did we get stairs? They on their way. And you know what? You're not going to give me stairs? Alright. Alright, chocks are in position. We can lose the brake. We're on ground power. Let's get on ground. Confirm. Let's get on unconditioned air. That looks good. And we don't need the APU. Don't need fuel. Galley power's off. Hydraulic pumps are off. And TCAS is set to standby. Alright, electrical power. APU ground. We're on ground power. Bleed. We are set for unconditioned air. Right, APU bleed off. Gens are on. Left and right packs to auto. Isolation valve is open. Fuel lever is to cut off. Anti-collision light is off. Passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Exterior lights as needed. We have position lights. Flight director switches are off. Chocks in position. Parking brake is off. And that's a wrap. Alright, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that little ride from Colombia into Panama. Don't know where we're going to go next, but I'm going to take a look at some flickers here, see if I can work some more of that out. And for those of you that were here, man, I hope you enjoyed the view and the ride. I always enjoy the company and the conversation along the way. So thanks for stopping by. And for those that gave me a thumbs up, thank you, my friends. I appreciate it. And to all my regulars, you know who you are. Thanks, my friends. Hope you have a great day. I'll catch you on my next run, everybody. Take care.
Pretty cool ride. AC 4086 center, good afternoon. Go direct to Midwell on course. Direct Midwell on course, 4086. AC 4086, what's your Mach number?
Yeah, we're 76, AC 4086.
AC 4086, Roger, that's fine.
Well, good evening, Jazz 989 with you, flight level 240, thank you.
Okay, 989, Roger, yes, Juliet, lower here in about 15 miles.
Okay, we'll get Julia, we check that search out, 989, thanks.
For 3406 with you, Deck 16 Hotel.
Encore 3406, runway day, climb to flight level 230.
230, for 3406.
Westjet 1117, contact 13562.